Gotta change that answering machine now that I'm alone. 'Cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense. 'Cause you walked out the door. And it's the only way I hear your voice and more. It's ridiculous. It's been months. For some reason, I just can't get over love. And I'm stronger than this. Enough is enough. No more walking around with my head down. I'm so over being blue. Crying over you. Let me know who sings that song. I give you a shout out next week's Black Ink Crew Chicago review. Speaking of shouts out from last week's Black Ink Crew Chicago review, I want to give a shout out to my girl, um, Miss Chocolate Divine. That's Miss Chocolate Divine. Ow! I love that name. I love that name, Miss Chocolate Divine. Ow! Yes. Okay. Now I know last week I didn't review Black Ink Crew, but your boy was sick. Sick in the head. And so I'm back. So I'm gonna briefly skim over the second episode and give y'all the third episode. See if I can remember. Okay. So last week, Charmaine, little new boyfriend, she's parading around. He came to her radio station that she had to damn near beat up the boss to get into. And of course, that's not acceptable. You know, having your men's and things come to your place of work, and she was also interviewing this guy. So it was just really unprofessional. Came up there hugging and kissing and all this stuff, and it's just like, sis, and sir, what you doing? What you doing? Charmaine, this is your place of work, beloved. You need to find some class from somewhere. Please, 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 please. Get it from the air. Please. So the boss suspended her for a few weeks. Let's see. Meanwhile, we got Ryan. He's changing the looks at Nine Mag. Um, because he's just sick of the shit. He's sick of people coming in and out. He's sick of people thinking they're the boss, and he's just over the shit. He's of course doing all this because he's in his feelings about Van. So let's see. Unfortunately, with Van I believe lost his uncle. And that made him go on a crazy tirade where he came to Nine Mag, which is kind of like his safe haven. He came to Nine Mag one night and the locks was changed. So Van decided to go into the car and get a crowbar and bust the windows open and come into the shop, which, he was just like, I'm home. And then it was just like, Junior Diaz, he was just like, yo, what are you doing, homie? Like, you can't, do that. It's my place of business. You think you running shit. And, it got really ugly between them. They kept going back and forth. And then all of a sudden, Van and Diaz got into it. There was really no real damage done. Van just slung him around like a little rag doll. So I was just like, Lord, this is crazy. Of course, Ryan wasn't there that night. It was just Charmaine there, Annalisa, or whatever her name is, the new receptionist, or the former receptionist, darling. And who else? And Diaz, Junior Diaz. That was pretty much all that happened in episode 2, I believe. Oh, besides Danielle, she went to LA to see Katrina Cat Tat. And Cat Tat is all booed up with this nice little chocolate, little thick man. And she's booed up, zipping it and zoing it. Cat wanted to show her LA, but really, all Cat showed Danielle was her ass because it was up in the air the whole time on top of that man in the club. And Danielle got upset. She left, walked out the building. Danielle and Cat Tat outside, talking, have a conversation. She was just like, "You're my friend. I just got fired from my job. From Ryan fired me as the receptionist and hired this new bitch. You're my friend." And Cat was just like, "Yeah, I know I'm your friend. And I'm sorry or whatever." So, there you go with that. Um, let's see. Do 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 do. I think that's pretty much it, or at least all that was important to me in episode two. Now, this third episode, it began with Ryan, Charmaine, Diaz, and Ondalisa and Four, all in the shop, dipping it and zooing it. Y'all tell me what Four's position is at the shop, because I don't remember. What does Four do at the shop? Well, he just hangs there. I don't get it. I don't get it, and I guess I never have. But maybe I will later. So we got Four there, and he's shooting the shit. He's talking about this new little showcase or whatever he got coming up and all that good stuff. And what else happened? Okay, there's this new convention. Ryan has this convention in Philly that he's doing, this tattoo convention where all the major, tattoo businesses or whatever, all coming together and giving out tattoos and all that good stuff. Very nice community moment. And he's there. Ryan only decided to invite Diaz Jr. because he's the only one that kisses in his ass. I'm sorry. He's the only one that's doing, the correct thing. So it's just like, okay, Ryan. Um so Charmaine was just like, well, on the side note, I hope y'all have y'all 70s gear because I'm turning 27, and she decided to have her little birthday party at this little rolling ring. Charmaine. She looks older than 27, but that's just my opinion. I would have given her 34, but okay. We're the same age, Charmaine. How you doing? But so anyway, she was just like, come in your best 70s gear. We're gonna dip it and do it and have fun. So then we push on over to Ashley and Don. Ashley and Don is in church because they need saving. Ashley, um, she wants the son of a preacher man and Mr. Pastor man to talk to Don about his anger because he has a lot of anger issues and he's a straight lunatic. So she was like, okay, I need help. I do. I was just like, okay. So they end up talking to the pastor. This was all Ashley's idea. Now, they obviously knew they was going to church. That was a collective decision. It was like, okay. But Ashley wanted to talk to the pastor right then. And Don didn't, Ashley didn't discuss that part. He thought it was just coming to church, hear the word, and gone home. But no, she wanted a little extra study time. So they ended up talking to the pastor, and the pastor was just like, this is basically a two-way street, and he asked how does he feel about God, and Don said that he's not a Christian at all. He don't believe in God. Um and he didn't grow up with that church shit and that Jesus shit and all this. Just, I'm like, Don, I understand you have, however you was raised, and if you don't believe in God, okay, whatever. If you not Christian or whatever, but you don't have to do all that, like cursing all those moments. So I was just like, but it's done, child. So Don is definitely going to work on a stronger relationship with God, and hopefully God helps him with his anger issues. Somebody needs to. Okay, so we get to the party. Everybody's dressed in their 70s gear. Diaz and Ryan, they both went to Party City to get their 70s get up. They came in dancing or whatever. Um, I I wasn't quite sure what Charmaine was giving, but whatever. Who just thought. That's all Charmaine ever gives. Um, so pretty much everybody's there. They all having fun. And then all of a sudden we have Danielle who comes in. Danielle's back from LA with Cat Tat. She's dipping it and zooming it. Charmaine was just like, hey, cuz, it's good to see you. But can you please not start no shit with Ryan on my day, not on my birthday. I can ruin y'all birthday, but y'all can't ruin mine. Okay? Danielle was just like, just keep his ass away from me. So they all ended up huddling up, eating curly fries or whatever. Ryan ended up coming over. Danielle was just like, oh, hey, Ryan. Now, she just said she wasn't going to say nothing to Ryan, but Danielle's petty. So there you go. Plus, Danielle and Ryan, they messed around in the past. They done did some things. So, you know, once you sleep with somebody, there's a closer connection that you have with them. Whether you love them or hate them, at one point you liked them because they were in you, or you were in them. So, whatever. So they're talking and having that conversation. And, Danielle was just like, you know what, Ryan, your shop ain't gonna never be shit without me. And I'm the shit, and I'm this, and I'm that. Everybody's saying how much your shop fell, and it's because of your ass, your silly ass, your stupid ass. Your shop ain't shit, nah, man, ain't shit, ain't never gonna be shit, ain't gonna go nowhere. Mama was getting into it. Ryan was just like, you know what? Fuck you. It's so funny when Ryan gets mad because he has no expression in his eyes at all when he gets mad. It's just all mouth, and he gets increasingly louder. So I was just like, child, it's a mess. So Ryan ended up walking out and leaving. So we get to the whole Philly convention thing. It's nice. We see Caesar there from Black Ink Crew, New York. Him and Ryan are cool. I guess they've been knowing each other for maybe a few years, not that long. So they're talking, shooting the shit. He got his boy Junior Diaz with him, his little minion, who do whatever he say. Diaz, lick my ass. All right. I don't know what all goes on there, but anyway, who ends up rolling up is Big King Cobra. Now y'all remember Big King Cobra from last week? I mean from last season. She was the big white lady from Texas, really bomb tattoo artist, but just very particular about certain things and kind of very bossy and didn't get along with everybody else and tried to take over pretty much. She's only been there for 3 minutes. So she basically came up to Ryan and thanked him. Apparently her father died, so rest in peace to her father. And she was just like, I really appreciate you saying, something to my father and sending your condolences and all that. He was just like, well, I'll be, just because I fired your ass don't mean I hate you and shit. Like, I still, wish you the best and all that. Because, Ryan's very close to his sister. He lost his sister in the past. So, they ended up talking and shooting the shit. And basically, Ryan ended up asking her, would you like to come back to the shop? And she was just like, I don't know. You kind of work with some hood rats. And he was just like, man, I know. Ryan opened his phone. He saw on Snapchat that Danielle, Van, and Four was all in the snap. And he done fired Van and Danielle. So pushing on over to what's going on at the damn shop, Van ended up coming over and Charnel ended up coming over while Charmaine was there and Four was there. So they was just all shooting the shit, and the Annalisa girl was there, the new receptionist who replaced Danielle. And Danielle came in running her mouth like usual. Danielle, I feel like she's going through something. I really do. But she came in there running her mouth. Who the hell are you? I run 9 Meg. I will always be the receptionist. This is family. You ain't family. You've been here 2 minutes. This is family. Then but where the Annalisa girl went wrong was as soon as Van came to sit down, she went straight up to Van and was just like, you're not supposed to be here. You need to leave. Now, Annalisa, sis, that's a big black man. You don't be walking up to somebody telling them they need to leave. Like, at the end of the day, him and Ryan do have history. And this is Ryan's shop. I know you work there, but this is Ryan's shop, and I doubt that Ryan hired you as the damn bodyguard. You need to sit your little ass down, sit back, play your position, and let Ryan handle this shit when he get here. Or not. Your role is to keep your checks coming. Okay? You don't want to get into it with all these people that you know going to keep coming back and forth to the shop. And to be completely honest, Ryan can fire the whole cast of everybody that works in the damn shop. They still going to be coming back and forth up there. And who wants that kind of drama at their job? So just sit back and play your position and just, Chill out, child. Give your opinion when asked. I wouldn't even be bothered. 2 seconds. Fighting shit in the shop. Child, please. That's where I work. Um, so, Danielle telling her all that, and Van ended up cussing Annalisa out. And, Danielle told her to take the trash out as she left. So Annalisa dumped the whole trash in the middle of the floor and walked out. So the receptionist, so she done damn quit. And so, it's a whole nine mag family, but everybody back together again, the originals. So I'm just like, this is some shit here. So the ending scene was Ryan, Diaz, and well, it's the same guy, Ryan Junior Diaz. Uh, no, 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 yeah, okay, it's Ryan, Junior Diaz, and King Cobra, and they're like, oh shit, because Van don't like nobody to come into the shop either, ever. So everybody had issues with King Cobra. Apparently, Cobra stole something from damn Charnel. Charmaine, she's asking for her $250 back, and Cobra was just like, "Bitch, you want to fight about it?" So they ended up actually getting into a fight. They tried to push them back, but they legit got into a good scuffle. Ryan sent back yelling. It's just a whole damn mess. It's just crazy. And then, pretty much the ending scene was well, that was the ending scene, but the person who ended up coming in yelling and screaming was Kat. She came back from damn LA, so she's there, ready to turn up. And next week is gonna be a good ass episode of Black Ink Crew. Child. Because Nikki, which is Four's girlfriend, she Kat and Four had a thing going on, and apparently Kat's still trying to flirt with Four, and she gonna whoop his ass and whoop Kat ass again, Nikki, and it's just gonna be a mess. It really is. Also Four, he had this whole kind of little showcase, and it's this girl that came up to him after he was done, saying that I'm your cousin, saying that I'm your daddy cousin on your daddy side. Now Four and Don are brothers, but they're brothers through their mother. They got different daddies. So Four never met his biological father. Don had a relationship with his father, I believe, but Four never met his biological father because they got different daddies. So his daddy ended up passing away, unfortunately, and apparently this girl who say they cousins came up to him, and it's on his daddy's side. So we shall see. But she came to the shop, got a tattoo. Nikki came right up, just to see what was going on. So it's just a mess. If you got to do all that, if you legit don't trust your man that much, why are you with them? Eventually, everything's gonna come out to the light. So why even be bothered, like with so much like stress, worrying about if he gonna do something, worried about every single girl to come up in his face and shit. Like who got time for that? I guess Nikki. So anyway, that was pretty much it, y'all. I'm gonna talk about, and the last thing I guess I want to say is, um, they gonna damn always be like this whole like back and forth stuff, because I feel like Ryan is legitimately a good hearted person and a really nice person, and he believes in family, and he loves people hard, and as far as like Danielle and Charmaine and Ashley and Four and everybody else came in and out of Diamond, they've always been that way, and Ryan has always run his business this way. It's just now I feel like since everybody's watching it on TV and everybody's seeing the foolishness that goes on there, and everybody saying like, Ryan, yo, you need to step it up. What's going on with you? Yada to yada. I think now he realized there's an issue is the way he been running his shop. But he honestly should have been did something, and now it done went on too long. So now he's making these big changes, and it's just like, what the hell you doing? Like you ain't been like this. Like, why you trying to like boss up on us now? Like, we've been acting this way, doing this shit for years, falling in and out with each other, busting windows out, blowing up certain pop rooms of the house, of the damn shop. I mean, we've been doing this shit for years. Well, that's a problem now. So he just waited too long to to reinforce some rules or whatever. So I don't know, but I genuinely do like Ryan. I feel like he's a good guy. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at ITSKINGWORLD on Instagram and Twitter, at ITSKINGWORLD89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook and all that good stuff. All my social media moments will always be where, darlings? Where? In the bottom bar below. That's right. All right. Make sure you guys share and like and comment on all that good stuff. I'll see you later. I love you much. Bye bye.